Welcome back to another Maxi Boost on commentary. I'm LukewarmHoliday.
And I'm Irissa, and today we're going to be watching Wing Zero custom footage from the KoNG Cube channel. Wing Zero Custom is a ranged Vernius Garobi suit. Okay, so Wing Zero Custom is probably the core of the suit's design is entirely based around its main for the most part, which is a Vernius Garobi, which is like basically it's a big beam laser that he doesn't have to stop in the air to have to use, and like that beam stays active a very long time, and when he moves, he's pivoting around it, and it's controlling a lot of space. It also has quite high muzzle correction, so yeah, like that's what we mean by Vernius Garobi. So we've covered some other suits, like I think we've covered Seven Sword before.
Seven Sword, Harut.
One. Yeah, but
Wing Zero TV's CSA.
Yeah. This suit is the most focused around it of any in the game, though, I would say. Like, there are other suits that have it, but like it's all usually a supplementary tool, whereas this suit is like the core of the suit, really. Is how do you land your main, basically. So,
Yep.
You have the main. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have the main, you have the assists. Assists can either be a Garobi or a triple shot, where Togesiri will spin and shoot 3 shots. He has a Garobi, causes an explosion when it impacts the ground.
It also retracts out of his main, which is like a very useful trait.
So you'll actually see him pop S-Burst, but instead of like rapid canceling his main into itself to try to hit people, he'll actually try to set up a Garobi. Which is weird, like, you're not actually utilizing the S-Burst, but the bonus damage plus the high correction on it just makes it so much worth the focus on trying to land.
Yeah, and then you have probably the second most important thing in this toolkit, I would say, after his main is his BC, which is it's a special movement option that is unique to him. It's almost effectively like it's almost effectively like a jump, basically. Like, if you just press it, then he basically just does a big jump. But it behaves like a jump button in the sense that if you did a boost dash, for example, and you tap it, you get a super boost dash. It also doesn't cost any boost. If you do it like out of a step, you get a super Fua.
And there's him using it to just launch himself across the stage and take an aggressive blue landing.
Yeah, and if you use it as a cancel, you can also use it to to basically get an instantly jump to the left or right out of your attacks, and it also makes you go on angle when you use it. So it's like a really important move to use to keep yourself on angle and approaching people and facing people, and you can also use it to run away or to get in. It's probably like correct use of that move is very important. Oh, we didn't cover CSA. He's going to be trying.
Yeah, I was actually gonna. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So his CSA, it's different than Wing Zero TV's Rolling Buster in that it actually has shot block on the startup. He'll fold his wings in, and it will block shots before it activates. And it also always activates in the same direction based off where he's facing. So you can actually.
He always spins counterclockwise. Yes. He will never spin clockwise.
So you can actually try to like manage your facing so that when the beam goes out, you're actually firing it straight forward. You can see him attempting it twice there.
Yeah, you generally boost to your left or to your diagonally towards and left. Those are the two angles that will help you connect it the most consistently.
A nice call out.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like this suit's main is good, but like it's somewhat. Oh, yeah, I guess he also got an 8B that like is a little bit like Wing Zero TV's, and that he can follow up off his main. He doesn't cancel out of his main, but he can OTG with it, so that's like a nice buff he got in this version. Yeah. He also has CSP Zero System. I forgot about that. We haven't covered that. Just like Wing Zero, he has a Zero System, which cuts all guidance when he uses it. And much like Wing Zero, he generally is going to use that to try to close in on you and push and hit you with his Vernius main. Thing is that his Vernius main is good, but like it's definitely worse than Wing Zero TV's, and because he lacks particularly useful melee or really like immediate call-out tools like say Seven Sword side sub or a big fat shot like Harute sub, he has some more difficulty actually hitting people. Just by shooting at them, and like you have to actually like position yourself a lot better, and that's like where the BC comes in.
Yeah, so like I say like this is a more range-focused or more defensive version of Wing Zero TV, but you actually end up having to tread pretty close to people to actually keep yourself relevant and keep people afraid of you. Because Wing Zero TV, he can use the CSA to set up like a normal Zunda, or use his sub, or a variety of different ways to kind of force the situation and then force damage on you. And he's very rarely going to get hit in neutral, so you can take those situations very safely.
Oh, he tried to do a whiff combo there. That was kind of cute.
I think he might have just got hit by the wall. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like flying into people's vectors and flying straight as much... Oh!
Nice!
Huge call out. Huge call out. Yeah, the main cancels into Garubi, which is very important.
There's a use of the OTG, and he did BC backwards, so you can just float and see where Reborns respawn.
That was a foot. Yeah, that was a foot. Oh, and then he used the assist to call out the other guy trying to do a surprise attack, and then filled in. This suit is somewhat also. It's also like a little bit mediocre at helping its partner, which is like one of its bigger weaknesses as well. Like it can be difficult because it doesn't have like a main. It can just shoot people off its partner. If it's getting in close to its partner, who are people who are tracking its partner who are also close to it, you're also liable to hit your partner a lot as well. So it's kind of to play with this suit effectively can be a little bit difficult because you have to be able to play at a relatively slow pace. Because this suit also does quite low damage, even though like hitting the main at certain points, at certain angles is like guaranteed. It does quite low damage compared to other characters. On average. Also,
we forgot to mention the 2B as well. He has a 2B as well that spins him to the ground, and if you do it at the right height, like it doesn't recover faster. Like, doesn't have to play the full duration. Or am I incorrect on that?
Pretty much, but you can step out of it like pretty early. So often, what you'll see, I don't know if this player does it. He's very good, but he doesn't tend to use this. I've seen other players do this. Is that they use the 2B to get to the ground, and then they do a step into the assist main fast fall instead, basically.
Okay.
It's a way to hold ground. It's a way to hold ground without having to like turn around or reposition or anything. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for clarifying that, because I knew there was something. Extra that people need to do with it.
Yeah. So like before I want like get into talking a bit more about like the commentary, there's like I guess there's one core concept that I think you probably need to look out for in this video, and that's basically that this suit there are two main rules to playing offensively with it. Like either you boost, if you expect people to boost jump, then you basically have to boost like directly into their vector, so that either means boosting into them or boosting like to the behind them, like the direction away from where they're moving from, so you get behind them. And if you expect them to just keep boosting on the ground, you basically have to boost the same direction that they are, otherwise you won't be able to hit them. Like, if you expect them to basically keep boosting in a circle, then you have to, like, boost the same direction that they are. So, like, if they're boosting to your right, then you have to boost to your right. That would be their left. Sorry if that's a little bit confusing, but, like, those are the two main rules for this suit in terms of landing main. And, like, if you pay attention, you'll see he generally obeys that in terms of how he's calling things out. Anyway, this suit also has like 2 BCs and S bursts. I guess I forgot to mention that, which can also get pretty crazy. Like you throw on
just in burst in general.
Yeah, in burst. Sorry, correct. But you throw on S burst, you activate CSB, and then your BCs are refilling really fast. You know, you just basically BC all over the map. You don't use any boost, and you keep spamming your main because you don't have to recorrect out of your. So you don't have to like boost dash again to get another main.
There was a good example of him trying to boost like almost directly into Reborns to set up a vector because he knew Reborns did not want to fight. He wanted to run. So he's like, all right, he's not going to challenge this approach because it's too risky. He's going to get caught in the fight.
Yeah.
So you can just take that positioning. It requires kind of knowing how your opponents want to move. Or just a ton of trial and error until you figure it out yourself.
If you just boost in a circle and press main, you won't really hit a whole lot with this thing. Because, muzzle correction's not that good.
Mirror match.
Okay, interesting. Oh, block.
Nice unblockable.
That was a weirdly delayed, I'm not sure why he didn't cancel that. He just, stood there for a bit. Tried to see it. Tried to win. This is some...
I like how this is the first game we're ready to actually commentate.
Yeah.
I think there might be some disrespect going on. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that was a perfect use of main into the Garabee to call out the movement, the last bit of extra movement to avoid the main into the Garabee because it travels much faster.
Hug the ground and let the GPO3 completely run out of ammo. Now he has to watch out for the CSA, but he's good against the main.
He's spamming step like crazy. This is something that the suit can also struggle to deal with unless he moves like directly on top of you. Okay, other guy's bursted. It's moving around. The suit's also really floaty. Like, this should also probably be if you haven't played it before. It's really floaty. Like, it rises really easily and drops really slowly. This is kind of why
he blocked that landing punish with the CSA, by the way.
That was pretty sick, yeah.
And then he managed to pick up the landing punish afterwards. He might end up playing back this game because Goddard's really low.
OTG. Getting out of the way. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. The height he got on that.
I appreciate the GPO3 reading the room and was just like, you know what? You're not going to fight me. I can just go for a Garabee attempt. Wing Zero Custom comes to save me.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, being able to do main into assist into main is also pretty helpful for this thing in terms of like not having to do another boost dash.
I like how he just kind of sat and waited. And then input steps at like the timing that the mains would come out, and like it looked like kind of clumsy movement, but it was actually really smart.
Yeah, staying on angle is like obviously it's important for every suit, but it's like of absolute critical importance with this suit. If you're not on angle, then you kind of just get screwed because your main takes so long to come out. You can't afford to do an out of angle shot. So just staying on angle and fooling around and using your main is like you'll see that quite a lot from this player. Especially in defensive situations.
I was waiting for something to comment on, but they just circled around each other, and GPO3 knows that Wing Zero Custom can't really hit it.
Nice, man. Yeah, like he just had tried to get closer because he's like, I have to get closer to hit this guy. He just circles around, and he's like, nah, you get counter melee. And that, like, obviously you can shoot it, if you shoot at the right time, they can't do that. But if they predict it early, then, you know, you're gonna get hit. So that's the trick, that's the difficulty of playing this thing.
Goddard assist just sprayed on the GPO3 and Quanta ran in, or got shoved into it.
Yeah.
Either way.
This is also why the Zero system is very powerful for it, because you can't really melee it when it moves in at you when you do that. Like, it can just get the position it needs free, basically. You can choose to use your CSA instead of like flying into people if you want. Like that's a valid way to try to play the game, but I think generally speaking that works better against suits that aren't spammy. So like against a suit like GPO3, that won't really, I would not say that's a good idea. But if you're playing against a suit like say Master, you know, like that doesn't really have much range presence, then just focusing on your CSA instead is also a very good option.
All right.
Okay.
Reborns and X Divide?
Build Strike.
No, Build Strike.
Build Strike. Just dogging.
Oh,
I think he's lit.
He was testing to see if he was just going to be allowed to dog the Reborn or the Build Strike, and he is. Reborn's coming to chase him away. Okay, I'm sensing a trend here. Every time there's a build strike, they just want to make sure he's constantly pressured. Build strike's mobility is not that great.
Yeah. Call out, dodging his own one. Active. Has his CSB ready. Not sure if he's going to use it. Okay, he's going to use it. He's going to try to close it.
Yeah, Garabee Thanks came out and he popped
He's in perfect. But yeah, there's. Oh, Reborn's actually got out of that. Okay, like that situation looked like a perfect checkmate, but Reborn's just managed to get out.
He didn't get out of it. Got her through an assist.
Gagas.
Aw. That was such a good assist pickup by the Goddard on the Reborns trying to escape.
Gagas. Fortunately, it didn't really do that much damage because Gagas don't hurt.
Yeah, he's been like getting hit so much by the Gagas, but like none of these are clean hits. So he's taken like 4 hits and it's been like 400 damage. Which is pretty low for 4 hits.
Oh, a little unfortunate. Cancel. Oh, one health. What the hell?
1 health.
Oh god, these steps are so awkward. Oh, he actually...
That last second back turn shot.
Oh yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Boost hopping whilst firing is pretty powerful with this suit as well. Like, if you can drop onto someone, like, instead of just boost dashing into people, dropping on top of people is also really good. Because then usually it's, like, more boost efficient and you're doing it from a longer distance. But good players won't let you do that for them, usually. Or at least they'll try not to let you do that unless they're not looking at you.
Build strike must die.
Yeah. Fua, main,
like,
yeah, like, that's...
This is actually becoming very noticeable how slow build strike is, because Wing Zero Custom just kind of forced him to keep stepping, and he didn't really have the mobility to get away or disengage.
Okay, we got a normal Wing Zero Kshatriya opponent now. Okay, bullying the back. I think part of the reason why he's also bullying the back a lot is because his partner is Ryosig, who's like kind of that... He's the really famous Gotachan. He's the one who won GP 2018. So playing as front Gotter. So yeah. That's kind of why this... Oh wow, just straight with the CCAB from the Kshatriya. No respect. Okay, I dig it. Oh, that step wasn't enough to get out of that. Okay, they're in a slightly messy position, and no respect, yeah.
That's not even no respect,
on top of it,
that's Wing Zero TV's gonna fucking force damage on Oki.
Like...
He's gonna go for it.
This suit's main takes a while to come out, so if people are on top of it on Oki, it can be difficult for it to get out if it doesn't blow its BC, for sure.
I mean, even normal suits struggle to get away from Wing Zero TV.
Yeah, but this suit doesn't even just have a BR it can press, you know, so... Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All of those were just inch away from hitting, but
oh,
Wing Zero TV's so fast.
Oh my goodness! Well, this is quite bad, to say the least.
Because he was in Zero System, he attempted a CSA to knock him out of it.
Yeah, he couldn't hit him with his main normally. Oh, okay, is he going to get out of that? Okay, he's out. Ryosig is pretty low.
Wing Zero TV popped the CSB to force
Stalling.
the kill.
He's getting he didn't get the punish either. That's so bad. This game is looking kind of over. I'm going to be real chief.
Random Gotter Garo on respawn. They've got to all in on the Wing Zero TV now. Okay.
But unfortunately, this suit doesn't do much damage when you just scrape them with the Garo, though. You gotta hit them so many times.
Okay. Kshatriya's dead. Here comes a burst. Okay, he saved the S-burst for counter bursting. Can't... This is the advantage. Even though you can't hit people, they now have to permanently look at you when you burst on them.
Yeah.
Because they have to be ready, because the moment they look away from you, you can just slip right into a vector and get a shot. Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
What a comeback.
Okay, that was really good for... So it's like, if you struggle to close out a match, you know, what am I supposed to flex as Wing Zero Custom? The fact that people can't stop looking away can't look away from you. That was huge. Alright, a Psycho Zaku and... Oh, wait, that's Sazabi.
Oh, slightly awkward, slightly went off angle there for a second. It looks like it's enhanced easy. Okay. Tries to call out that landing there, doesn't work, but the active hitbox of the Vernier Scarrow helped protect him, even though Sazabi moved around him. At close range, this is very difficult to avoid for similar reasons to Wing Zero.
Oh, I have one more thing I can mention about Vernier Lascarobi suits. It freaking sucks when you don't get a full confirm. And they just tech out of your combo, and then you're just kind of standing right next to him, and you're like, ugh.
Oh, he had the right idea with the call out there, but Sazabi 6B was just close enough and too far. Ooh,
that's some disrespect. I like it.
That's disrespect. That was disrespect. Yeah, like that's pretty. Yeah, like that was a patented use of.
You gotta keep people honest.
Yeah.
You...
Bursting. He has to not die in this. He really doesn't want to die in this, because remember, if he... Oh, come on. He won't have enough oomph to actually make the game matter if he does die. Okay, really good block from Sazabi. Oh, he didn't die in burst, but it's okay.
Okay.
Ryosig is stalling. Ryosig is stalling really hard.
It's okay. This is fine, because they're both really close to dying as well. So even if they force a kill...
CSB immediately. I don't know. It was very awkward. This is one hell of a sloppy game, but it's okay. I believe in them. They still have the enemies easy really low, so all he has to do is get one hit. Getting that one hit can be kind of difficult, but he blocks burst again.
Yeah, he's got to get the double kill. Okay, they got the double kill. They're in it.
Yeah, they're in it. They're still in this. He's going to leave Ryosig to go defend himself. Sazabi's defending himself well, though. He's not going to get another burst. Ryosig is getting low. Giocostran is getting low. Blocked a shot with the CSA. Trying to fish for actually punishing with the CSA, but like might be difficult.
Both these suits suck at forcing damage. This is hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if someone's shooting you a lot, then you can't... Oh, he's dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Super...
If someone's shooting you a lot, or just like staying on angle and shooting you like, you know, normally, especially with like Sazabi, who can just keep throwing out CSA, it's very difficult to make the direct approaches into the opponent that you need to be able to actually do anything.
Like boost and Fua back and forth. Don't let him ever close in. Keep a steady spray of shots coming out, so he can't disrespect and just jump right in. Yeah,
like that's where the Amicon comes most important. They get the rematch, but like that's where the Amicon is most important, because the Amicon is what can help you get the aggressive landing that can help you just run the opponent's boost out instead, because you have a boost advantage on him.
Oh, that was a dirty Garobi, but they're in a scramble.
Nice Fuas.
And Wing Zero's custom is perfectly fine scrambling.
CSB ready, target swap, Amicon, chasing, stalling.
Those were good steps.
I think that was Gotatrans explosion, but it's okay. It all worked out. Okay, explosion Garabi actually catches him. Good. That's a pretty solid option, to be honest.
If they want to if they want to do like a step shot or something to like shoot you off them, or like anything that would end their wake up invuln early, that just beats it.
Yeah, if they just do anything other than like just boost away from you, that works for the most part.
Yeah, if you don't want to get caught in it, you have to tech or just boost one direction or Fua.
Good step with the shot still out. You can see, look at how much the Sazabi is stepping right now. He's like, yeah, screw you. You're not going to hit me.
That was a good melee punish.
Chase. Yes, he stepped backwards along this trajectory he knew the Sazabi was moving along, so he got interrupted the melee. Because even if Sazabi stepped his his shot, it's like as long as he's still shooting the shot, so he can just step, and then Sazabi's 6B will get caught up in it anyway. Oh, a Hyperion. You don't see that too much anymore. This suit's kind of bad, but Strike Freedom. It's the double. I've forgotten this voice actor's name, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but they both have the same voice actor.
Yeah, Hyperion's one of the few suits I can say it's safe to say you shouldn't be too afraid of it. It has a couple gimmicks you need to know, but
yeah. Okay, opponent's Kira popped his CS. Confirm into Garo. Still trying to close the gap.
See, like
trying to push in, but yeah.
You'll feel like an idiot a lot with this suit. Just I'm gonna boost forward and start a vector situation, and like one stray shot you never saw just hits you in the face, and you're like,
like this is what I mean is that like if you played this suit quote unquote optimally, the games can go on a really long time because you'll just end up waiting forever to try to find the opportunity to actually work your way in. But otherwise, you're just going to kind of go screw it and just kind of keep doing it and hope that your partner can pick up off it, basically. Because if they do let you get in, they're almost certainly getting hit. Like it's when you're on top of them, it's very difficult to avoid. Wow, that was a nice block. Okay, are we gonna get the landing punish here? Okay, not quite. Pretty hard too.
Yeah, Strike Freedom's fast.
He's like, I can't do anything because I'm holding my CSA, so I have to throw out melee. But yeah, it was a very.
Judging from the build strike game as well, I think it's very useful to like keep a mental note of what suits are actually slow. Because, like, that landing punish he attempted on Strike Freedom didn't land on Strike Freedom because the mobility is really high, but, like, Build Strike, he just got the bully into oblivion.
Great sequence.
Because it doesn't have the horizontal momentum to just get out of some of the setups, or punishes. Shouldn't even call them setups, they're just regular punishes.
Oh, Fuad out of the command dash, okay, but the assist recorrected and saved him, okay. Now he's got a full burst, okay.
And then sometimes they boost one direction, boost back, and straight into the Vernierless Garobi. Oh, that's a good thing to mention. Don't double back against Vernierless Garobi Soost if you can avoid it.
Yeah. Especially this one, because it's going to keep throwing them out non-stop.
Yeah.
You might be able to get away with it now and then against Wing Zero TV, but, like, don't do it against this thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's make this the last one.
Yep. But yeah, don't boost one direction and then boost straight back to the way you came.
Oh, G Arcane. I feel like this suit would not be very good against it because like it doesn't have great self-defense. So I feel like she also doesn't have a lot of ammo. So she's
it's
gonna
also
get
very
bullied,
hard
basically.
to call out Wing Zero Customs landings.
Yeah.
If they're good at faking it.
She's just gonna get bullied, I think. Oh.
That was very nice as a fall because saw the direction that it was they were moving and hopped backwards and kind of closed off that movement. So the main cut him off while they were falling.
Just overcost the Epion. The Epion's gonna get overcosted. He's like, no! Oh, crap.
That was a great melee combo in the Zero system, though.
Yeah.
Aww. But he left himself too close.
The Arcane is fronting against Wing Zero Custom. The opponent's team is screwed.
I don't know why the Epion went right back into the corner. That was a really great...
He's like, no, I will melee you!
I don't think it was that. I think it was just panic.
What a nice finish.
We finally got a Rolling Buster kill. Alright, that's it for today. See ya.
See ya.